Amazing robotic animals you must see. When we think of robots, we are conditioned to think of androids, which are bipedal machines that approximate the human form. However, robots can take many different forms. However, the future generation of robots may take inspiration from a wide variety of animal species, such as snakes, flies, locusts, and even octopuses with several tentacles. Israeli researchers are putting a lot of effort into developing devices precisely like this one. Here is a look at 7 of the most fascinating designs that can help with a wide variety of tasks, from examining our internal workings to repairing the damage that humans cause to the environment. In this video, we are going to talk about 7 amazing robotic animals you must see. Number 7. Rooster saves the day. Although they have the ability to fly, roosters prefer to walk. This concept served as the foundation for the design of the Rooster robot developed by the Israeli startup Robotic, which was established in 2011 by 3 students who were enrolled in the robotics lab at 𝐦𝐤𝐤. According to Ofer Buston, the chief operating officer of Robotic, who spoke with Israel 21C, it walks most of the time, but when it runs into an impediment, it can hover and fly. The primary goal of this rooster is to reach injured victims of natural disasters in areas where it would be dangerous for human rescue workers to go. Rooster is a hardy machine that can continue to function normally after being dropped from a height of 6 meters, while rolling about inside a cage measuring 30 by 40 centimeters. By establishing what is known as a wireless mesh network, or something similar to a robotic walkie-talkie, a group of roosters are able to interact with one another even when there is no cellular connection available. A single human operator is able to exercise control over a flock of roosters. In the event that rooster encounters an obstacle, it is able to investigate more possibilities without waiting for orders. Robotic has a customer that works for the Israeli Ministry of Defense. Number 6. A robotic octopus's garden. At the Hebrew University of Jerusalem, a research team known as the Octopus Group was established with the goal of developing the world's first soft-body robot. These muscles are made of a soft silicone rubber and replicate the way in which an octopus moves its tentacles by elongating and stretching them as required. The researchers, who are being supervised by Professor Binyamin Hochscher, are participating in an international initiative that was initiated in 1996 with the goal of developing an octopus-like robot that can investigate the nooks and crannies on the ocean floor and assist in search and rescue operations. The Israeli team's primary responsibility is to construct the arm that will be attached to the robot. Number 5. Locust robots could clean oil spills. When would it be beneficial to have a plague of locusts? When it's made up of small robots that can jump really high and were built in the Holy Land. A group of zoologists and mechanical engineers have developed a robot that can jump 11 feet in one bound, while also covering a horizontal distance of 4.5 feet in a single bound. The animal that served as inspiration for this endeavor was the locust. The robot does not have the appearance of a locust. Instead, its design was inspired by the biomechanical aspects of the 3-stage jump mechanism of a locust. The commercialization of these leaping robots has not yet taken place. The 5-inch-long robot was built by scientists at ORT Broad College in Carmel in collaboration with researchers at Tel Aviv University, according to Professor Amir Ali of Tel Aviv University, who stated that how our prototype could be employed is a matter of imagination. But Ali believes that in the future, smaller, more affordable leaping robots will be able to complete duties more effectively than larger robots. In addition, the cyber jumpers can be utilized in settings in which a compact design would be advantageous, such as while searching for survivors buried beneath rubble or when clearing up an oil spill. Number 4. Robat navigates in the dark. 𝐦𝐚𝐬𝐿, a graduate student at Tel Aviv University, has created an autonomous robot that navigates in the dark like a flying rodent. If bats freak you out, you may want to steer clear of 𝐦𝐚𝐬𝐿's latest creation. The Robat is not a flying vehicle. Rather, it travels along the ground on 4 wheels. Robat, however, uses echolocation to map its environment based on sound, just like the animals that served as its inspiration. Robat's ears are made up of 2 ultrasonic microphones and an ultrasonic speaker that produces frequency-modulated chirps at a rate that is typically used by bats. Robat's mouth is made up of an ultrasonic speaker. Using its own artificial neural network, the robot analyzes and categorizes the contours and forms of the items it comes into contact with. If the gadget comes to a dead end, for instance, it can utilize its classification capabilities to figure out if it is blocked by a solid wall or by a plant that it can pass through. Number 3. Robotic Snake explores the colon. The Flex robotic system is Robotic's flagship device, and it gives doctors the ability to reach deep inside the body while minimizing the risks involved. The Flex system is modeled after a snake and consists of a number of different mechanical linkages. The eyes of the snake robot perceive in 3 dimensions to assist the surgeon in navigating. A joystick similar to those used in video games provides the doctor with control over the snake's motions. Once it is in place, the Flex can become rigid, enabling a surgeon to pass through it instruments that can cut or stitch. The instruments can also be controlled robotically by the surgeon using the joystick. Exploring non-linear or roundabout pathways like the colon, which may be a difficult and even dangerous undertaking using a conventional straight endoscope, is made much easier using the Flex endoscope. It is also possible for Flex to enter the body through the mouth, which enables medical professionals to access parts of the body that are difficult to reach, such as the larynx and the vocal cords. Robotics was established in 2005, and its humble beginnings may be traced back to Alon Wolf's medical engineering laboratory at the Technion, Israel Institute of Technology. Number 2. This robotic snake is destined for outer space or picking fruit. Robots built in Israel frequently take their inspiration from snakes and other reptiles. 𝐦𝐨𝐬𝐬, who is the head of the bio-inspired and medical robotics lab at Ben-Gurion University of the Negev, has constructed what he calls a minimally articulated serial robot, Maser. The robot moves in a manner that is reminiscent of a snake by moving back and forth along a thin structure that is rotatable. It accomplishes this movement by utilizing 2 motors that slide up and down its articulated body. It is simple to include or remove additional portions. This can be done for up to 4 links in considerably less than a minute. Maser is designed to do tasks such as agriculture, picking fruit, search and rescue, and repairing, docking, or refueling satellites in orbit as part of 𝐥𝐢𝐤𝐵C, Agricultural, Biological, and Cognitive Robotics Initiative. Number 1. There's a robot fly in my veins. When Technion professor Moshe Shoham first began researching on autonomous crawling micro-robots that can travel places within the human body, including the circulatory, digestive, and respiratory systems, he referred to his creation as a robotic fly. These days, Microbot Medical, the firm that Shoham founded on the basis of his creation, talks more about the capabilities of the robot than it does about its animal ancestry. The robot is able to move around inside a blood vessel by grabbing onto the walls of the vessel with its arms, which are actually very tiny and spread out. The minuscule robots created by Microbot have the ability to navigate narrow areas and curved passageways, and they can stay within the body for extended periods of time. They are capable of operating on their own or can be controlled by an electromagnetic field that is operated by a human technician located nearby. A self-cleaning shunt for the treatment of hydrocephalus, an overaccumulation of spinal fluid in the brain, was awarded a patent by the company in 2018, making it the first commercial product to be based on Microbot's Robotic technology. Hydrocephalus is characterized by an abnormal accumulation of spinal fluid in the brain. What do you think of our list? Which thing do you like from above list? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from me again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go. Thanks for watching.